Usha Vance, along with her husband, Vice President J.D. Vance, finally made it to Greenland on Friday. After a tumultuous week of will they, won't they, what are they going to do, the whole thing was a crap show from the beginning. And according to reports, it was actually even worse than we knew. So before I get into that, let me just explain to you what happened this week. Usha Vance, the second lady, came out earlier in the week and announced, hey, I'm going to Greenland. I'm bringing the kids. We're going to do a dog sled race, or at least watch one. We're going to visit the, historical center. It's going to be awesome. And Greenland was pissed. Prime Minister came out and said this is an act of aggression. Usha was bringing with her Mike Waltz, Donald Trump's national security advisor, who's in a lot of hot water these days. And that was supposed to happen Thursday. But then it got canceled. And then it got put back on the books. The kids were not going, but Vice President Vance decided he was going to go. And then the trip was kind of canceled again because instead of going through the country of Greenland or territory, they decided we're actually just going over there to go to a U.S. military base. We're not going to go around the country. Greenland doesn't want us to. We were not actually invited. So they screwed the whole thing from the beginning. But what makes it even funnier is the new information that just came out a day or two ago. And that is that the main reason this thing was canceled was not because the Prime Minister of Greenland said, we didn't invite you and we don't want you. It's because the citizens of Greenland told representatives from the U.S., we don't want her here. Usha Vance was humiliated before her plane even touched down in Greenland. So here's what happened. Representatives from the Trump administration were going around the capital of Greenland, stopping people on the street, knocking on people's door to door, asking them, would you be willing to let the second lady of the United States come into your home when she gets here? Can we do a little photo op, have her touring around houses and acting all chummy with the locals? Every single person that they found, whether they stopped them on the street or they knocked on their door of their home, they all said no. We will not do this. We don't want her here. We don't want you to annex our country. Go away. That is the reason they canceled this PR trip, show of aggression, whatever the hell it was supposed to be, is because they finally got the proof from the citizens of Greenland, we don't want you here. Now, that is, of course, a stark contrast to the trip that Donald Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., made just a couple weeks ago, where he claimed that everybody in Greenland loves us. They were all wearing MAGA hats. They love America. They love Trump. They want to be a part of it. But that was all staged, as we learned immediately after that trip. They actually gave those people the MAGA hats to wear. And they kind of corralled them into one small area, making it look like a bigger crowd than it actually was. But even today, they weren't able to do that. They couldn't even find enough people willing to throw on a MAGA hat to pretend to like the United States for 5 seconds. And they have good reason. Because before the trip even happened, Donald Trump told reporters, quote, we need Greenland for national security and international security. So we'll go as far as we have to go. We need Greenland and the world needs us to have Greenland, including Denmark. Denmark has to have us have Greenland. And, we'll see what happens. But if we don't have Greenland, we can't have great international security. My apologies. His train of thought is getting worse to be able to follow. His repetition, which, of course, as many people know, can be a very early warning sign of dementia, is so bad, it is almost impossible to read his statements. Every sentence I just read you was just the same thing with the words in a different order. That man's brain clearly is not functioning properly, but the big takeaway is he says, we need it and we'll do whatever we have to do. And the people of Greenland are letting America know, it ain't going to happen. We don't even want you in our country. And the United States does have, as I said, military bases in Greenland. That's where Usha and JD are right now. But if we don't knock this crap off, we're going to lose our ability to even have those military bases there. So not only are we not going to get Greenland ever, but Trump is making it to where we may lose the little bit of, security presence that we have there right now. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.